What am I doing? Here are some hints. I'm not nervous, I don't have to go to the bathroom, and it has something to do with cows. A recent article in Hort's Dairyman said that this is the best way to herd cattle. It makes them feel less threatened and easier to handle. Of course, when I tried it, my cows looked at me like I was stupid. My name is Carlin Peters, and this wobble is just one example of how you can improve the way you handle your cattle by using cow psychology, or what I like to call PsyCOWlogy. Now, why should we care about psychology? Two big reasons. First, a happy cow will be healthier and produce more milk. Isn't that the goal of every dairy farmer? Second, animal welfare groups are watching and videotaping every move farmers make. Consumers are also becoming more interested in the way that animals are being treated. Today, I'm going to tell you how to use cow psychology in 3 different situations that are most familiar to farm kids. First, when the cows get out. Second, feeding time. And third, breaking the calves to lead. We all know how stressful it can be when the cows get out. The goal is to get them back in calmly and quickly. So, how do you do that? Cows are herd animals. They like staying together as a group. Don't chase the one cow that gets separated. It will want to come back to the group. Understanding flight zone is also very important. Flight zone is a cow's personal space. When a person enters the cow's flight zone, the cow will go the opposite direction. Cows are very sensitive to sound. Did you know that dairy cows are more sensitive to sound than beef cows? Loud noises, like yelling, stress the cows out. The best handlers are silent when working with the cows. This also means no cussing, which makes it easier to catch the cows without my dad's help. Cows don't respond well to big and wild movements. Keep the actions small and calm. Remember the wobble? Most importantly, don't flip out when the cows get out. Are you tired of being pushed around at the feed trough? You can use cow psychology to keep the cows and yourself safe. Cows always think in terms of dominance. You all know the boss cows in your herds. She always has first choice for food, water, and bedding. At my house, it's Millie, and you just stay out of her way. In order to be respected by your cows, you have to become the boss cow. Dr. Temple Grandin, a professor at Colorado State University, said that you can train your cows to stand back while you pour feed in the trough. Hit a stick on the ground and say, no. Don't pour the feed in until they stand back. Teaching your cows manners is one way to solve the problem. However, you also need to consider whether there is enough bunk space or not. Limited space is one of the main reasons for aggression in cows. A study on stocking density for heifers, conducted by Penn State University, recommends that you have 6 inches of space for every heifer between the ages of 4 and 8 months old. So, if you give your heifers enough bunk space, and you become the boss cow, you shouldn't have any more problems at feeding time. My last example of using cow psychology is breaking the calves to lead. We all choose show cows based on type. However, we should also consider temperament. A crazy cow will just upset all the others. Dr. Temple Grandin did an experiment and found that Holsteins with mostly white heads are crazier than Holsteins with mostly black heads. The way you break your calves to lead is also important. Dr. Temple Grandin suggests letting the calves wear the halter run with the lead rope dragging the ground for several days. That way, when she steps on the rope, she learns not to jerk back. Once your calf is used to wearing the halter around, it's time to break her lead. When she takes a small step forward or even leans forward, stop pulling on the halter. You have to do it immediately or else she can't connect the reward to the behavior. Always end the leading session on a good note when your heifer is doing something right. As you can see, there are many ways that cow psychology can help you handle your calves in a safe and stress-free manner. Sometimes it's just a matter of using your head and staying calm. Remember, don't flip out when the cows get out. Become the boss cow. Pick show cows with mostly black heads. I hope you guys try to use a little psychology at your farms. And if you do, I hope the wobble works. Thank you.
You believe Temple's research that says you need to have black heads rather than white heads?
Yes, I had a heifer, and she has almost a solid white head. She's the nuttiest calf I have ever seen. And then I had a black heifer, and and she's probably my favorite. She was a baby. Whenever I took her out of the show ring, she put her head on my shoulder, and she was the best.
How long have you been using cow psychology, or cow psychology? PsyCOWlogy.
I've been using cow psychology. I haven't been using this much specific things, but ever since I started just raising heifers, which was in 2006, we've been, trying to stay smart and don't yell when the cows and stuff, and we usually try to keep my dad away because he just makes the whole process crazy. But since I've been doing this specific research, I've started using it, and it really works.
Do you see yourself going into psychology in the future? Maybe cows or any animals or human psychology?
I don't know, because Dr. Temple Grandin did so well in cow psychology because she's autistic, and she doesn't communicate that well with people, but she communicates well with animals because she says that whenever they have pain, she can feel it. I'm not sure if I would be able to do that as well. I mean, I love my animals, and whenever they get hurt, I can feel it, but I'm not sure if I'd be as well in the cow psychology or even the human psychology.